Lukaku, let it be. You'll be fine. Hello, dear rich kids. Do you know me? Forget that. Just remember channel. This is God of Chelsea. Today, I think I have three things to discuss. That is predicted lineup, and honestly, some news about Chelsea. And beside that, and I have score prediction for upcoming game tonight at 11:15 p.m. in my home country, and you will watch your the very same time on the very country. That is be I don't know. So you may know better than me. Beside that, I honestly think that what the heck is sound? Forget that. This is just a motorbike on the road. Beside that, I honestly think that we have the first thing I like to go through is Chelsea news. That is Sergio Dest of Barcelona have been linked to Chelsea, and Tuchel on the conference has also told that Emerson may have been trying to call back. So he is the guy to be looked after because we know that Chilwell is out for the rest of the season. So I honestly think that we need to either sign him or call back him on the loan from the loan, that is Leon. Beside that, I honestly think that we need to bring back Lucas Digne, who is statistically the number one left back in the Premier League for last 3 years. Just statistically, I'm talking about statistically. Because that is the case. Because that is the case. So, but on the other hand, we know that Andy Robertson of Liverpool is the best left back, no matter fullback. You know that. Beside that, I honestly think that Chilwell is someone who has been pushing through the limit. But I honestly think that Luka Dine will be a good addition to her because he is nearly 30, and we know that Kolul will be back after 1 2 season loan. But what the board thinks is maybe just like Reece James, who have been sent to you know Wigan Athletic for 2 season loan, but he was considered only for 1 year, and he was called back and he straightly fight for the first team, which is good news for us. And I honestly think that we need to at least sign Sergio Dest as well because he is the guy who can play as a fullback on the right hand side, on the left hand side, and he can just cover as like we know that fullback just like Zara Cancelo because he is too good at ball, and I honestly think the position, and he has good forward momentum just like he knows that how to dribble it. He knows, but his crossing is not that too good, but his low dribbling and may have been final pass has been good because we know that he's on the boards of developing because he's just 21 and he's a USA international. I honestly think that Pulisic should have been the case, should have been the guy to look after because he can drag him down to Chelsea. Beside that, I honestly think that the predicted lineup would be so easy because I want many of the players to be rotated. I honestly think that at least 3 to 4 players should be started from the academy. That will be Habib Hill. I honestly think that because he was fabulous last time when he played under Brentford, and his first two is good, too good. I honestly think that Lukaku and Timo Werner must learn how to control the ball from Habib Hill because he is just too good. And Xavi Simons is another I am looking for, and Luis Hall or Xavier Mboyamba should be there as well because I honestly think that Xavier Mbemba, the nickname so-called the next Virgil van Dijk in Netherlands, has been on the boards of joining it, and I honestly think that he deserves to start as well because we know that Christensen is somehow seen on training. We know that, but is he fit to start? I don't think so. So I honestly think that some players like Saul Niguez and the left-footed center back, as you know, Malang Sarr was too good on the last term and on the last match, and he need to start as well. I honestly think that Saul alongside with Romelu Loftus-Cheek should be start as well. So on the boards of beside that, I honestly think that we need to keep the momentum up, and we need to at least score 3 to 5 goals. And honestly think that we have capability to do so. And I honestly think that would you have on the right back? I don't know. I honestly don't know. So my pretty lineup should go start from keeper. So I think Kepa should be rested because if something happens this, then we have only Marcus Benatelli on the horizon to start on the Premier League, which is bad news because we know that Mendy will be out for at least 1 month, and the AFCON has not started yet. So this will be things to be considered, and I honestly need to know that we have someone like you know Marcus Benatelli on the goal, and we have I honestly favor that we will have Forest on a back foot because last time when we played a 4-2-3-1 4-3-3, and honestly back five as well. So it was 4-3, you know, like that. So sometimes battling the opponent, I mean battling the opponent manager is too good, and I honestly think that this is something that is a tactical flexibility that we must have, because depending on the opponent we need to, switch the formation, we need to do our work very well. So I honestly think that Marcos Benatelli should be there, and I'm going with back four, that is Cesar Azpilicueta on the right back, and right wing back or whatever you call it. So I honestly think that there should be Christensen should be there, and Malang Sarr should be there, and the left, I don't know who will be there, but I definitely favor that someone from academy should be there, and I honestly feel that it should be either Callum Hudson-Odoi on the right, left center back, or left right back. I don't know, but what I mean to know is that the double pivot we are going through should be Saul Niguez and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And on the conference as well, Tuchel clearly told that we have been looking on for the signing, and we know that Ross Barkley is not going somewhere on the January loan move. So he also told that he means that he will start the game. So I honestly think that Barkley should be there as well. So on the front three, I honestly feel that we need to go with Werner, because he has just come back from COVID and he needs to get some game time, get the momentum, and get the confidence, so that last time he also nearly scored against Tottenham, which was good news because he tried to chip to the, Loris, who was a tall goalkeeper, and he knew it. If he was bending down or if he was kneeling down, that was the best thing to do. But he was not kneeling down, so I honestly think that he need to shoot the ball more often, because that is the something how you score, and that is the something that we know that how to score the goal and keep the momentum up, and close the gap between the mm, opponent, because we know that if it was 3-0 it could be already over, but we are in 2-0 down to the Tottenham, so they can come back as well. But we know that Son is out for the game, so I honestly think that we need to favor it, and we need to go through the final of the Carabao Cup. And I honestly think we need to pocket it, because we know that we need to add another trophy to the list, because we know that we cannot add simply Premier League to this to this term and to this very year. So I honestly think that we need to keep eye on Carabao Cups and the FA Cups or something like Champions League as well, because we need to at least fight for the Champions Trophy up to final, same final, something like that, because we know that otherwise Tuchel must be sacked. This is the thing under Chelsea. And front three is someone I definitely go with Christian Pulisic maybe, yeah, and Werner and Mason Mount must have been rested. So I honestly think that Xavi Simons or you know someone like Javi Vale must be there, so that he will gain confidence, and Sun Bell should be also there on the you know substitute, because he can be bring after so the game is killed, because we know that after 60 minutes someone like Tuchel, not like Mauricio Sarri, I'm talking about Tuchel, likes to keep the thing very clear and like to substitute the player, because he knows that if someone is not rested, then he might have been suffer from injuries or something like that. And we know that if the players are not rotated enough, if they are given more time to play, then they will have suffer something like from hamstring or some cramp, some injuries, something like that. So the risk has to be down. So I honestly think that Sumsum Bell, that guy, the very guy, should be given time as well, because last time he was too bad. But I honestly think that, and Lewis Hall should be also given chance in my humble opinion. So beside that, the my score prediction will be at least we need to win it by 3-0 and clean sheet. Chesterfield must have been so lucky enough to play to the champions of Europe. We know that, but we need to respect the opponent and don't think that they are from National League, something like that, Sunday League, something like that. Don't we think that their players are not good enough? Don't we think that we should think that they have to be the one to look after? Besides that, I honestly think that if you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe my channel, and for the daily football content, this is all about because Chelsea, because I know that I am Chelsea fan and you know that too. Beside that, I am saying that for the upcoming others daily content, you need to just click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, so that when I next time upload the video, did I say video? Yeah, video, you will get instantly notified. Okay, bye. See you guys. We'll be back. I will be back. You will be back. Bye.